Camp Agawam was founded in 1919 by Governor Appleton Mason, and he handed it down within his family to his son App and his son Dave. And in the 1970s, Dave was a director along with his wife Peg. They had been directors since 1957 or so. And as the 60s wore on, Dave was a very civic-minded man, and he realized that he was running a summer camp that really was catering to richer families from New England. And he felt that boys from Maine deserved an opportunity to go to these camps, which were busing in boys from all over New England. So these boys would see these buses roll into these summer camps, but the Maine boys never had a chance to actually go to the camps. So Dave and Peg wanted to do something about that, and in 1970, Dave met with Helen Cohen, who was a director over at Camp Walden. Camp Walden had started a program the previous year called The Maine Idea, and it was designed for inner city girls from Boston and New York and Portland. And Dave thought that the best thing that he wanted to do was to do it for boys from Maine. So the Maine Idea began in 1971. There were 40 boys, many of them were from Portland, and it was done at the end of the camp season. After that first season, Dave and Peg knew that they had a winning program on their hands because the boys got a lot out of it. It was not easy. There was a lot of work that had to be done. You had boys who had never been away from home before. You had staff members who were tired from working for 8 consecutive weeks. But by and large, it was a great week. The boys had a fantastic time. Dave had reached out to the community and embraced the community, and they embraced him right back. There was a change in the Maine Idea in the mid-90s when Garth Nelson was the director. And the concept of just taking boys who were needy and financially disadvantaged was changed to incorporate some idea of civic responsibility to the boys who were coming to the camp. They would be recommended, whether it was by their church or their school or an advisor or something like that. While the camp served the same function of giving boys a free week and having them learn to grow and develop, now we were dealing with boys who found that as a regular part of their everyday lives.
The core values of Maine Idea have never changed in the 55 years. I was aware of it when it was about 4 years old when I was here in the early 70s, and I understood it to be for Maine kids who wouldn't otherwise have the opportunity to be here. And as a Mainer myself, I can identify with that. The emphasis has been on rural, but we have a lot of new Mainers that live in urban areas these days, so we have a lot more diversity, which is wonderful. When you combine that diversity with the campers, with the staff, it's a microcosm of the world, and we're all on the same level playing field here, getting to know each other and have fun together and bridge the gaps between a lot of different people coming and converging on this wonderful, safe place for everyone.
Camp Agawam still teaches boys the same exact things they did, and I think, and the reason why is because these things work. These things are things you're gonna need for your entire life.
These campers really love doing Camp Agawam, and they go 110 miles an hour every minute of every single day until the final bugle goes blowing taps, and they go right to sleep.
We give so many opportunities for Maine boys that they wouldn't otherwise have, and I know that because I was one of those Maine boys. And I did not have the opportunity to go to camp like Agawam, so that's one of the reasons that I was attracted to the camp that Dave Mason and Peg Mason started.
It only lasts a week. There is no cost involved for the participants at all or their families. The boys get dropped off, and then they go through a solid week of camping, which includes things like character development. They get to learn different activities. They get to learn about themselves. They get to learn how to interact with adults.
We're not letting certain traditions go away. We're keeping certain values of life the same. I think the outside world is changing so much, especially with technology, and a lot of values are being lost and forgotten. But here at Agawam, we bring people back to earth, and Agawam hasn't let technology change itself. it's always kept the same things. And I think this is a great place for those campers in Maine to come here, whoever gets selected, to get a break from technology and realize things they wouldn't have realized back at home.
This is such a positive environment. I hope they get a sense of safety, of encouragement, of mastery of something they never tried to do, and they did do it, and celebration for who they are as kids, and who they are as evolving young boys trying to become men, which means it's all about character and helping the other fellow and learning how to get along. I hope they get a lot of happy memories so they want to come back. They struggle with it, as all kids do. You know, you got to stay with it, you got to be patient, and I think they get a chance to not run away from themselves through digital cameras or digital phones or just run away. We embrace them, and I'd like to think that we give them and they receive from us attention. I'd like to think that we behold them with rapt attention, and we bring out the best in them.
We've been here for 55 years, and we have campers whose fathers went here. We have campers whose grandfathers went here. So now we're getting to the point where it's a generational event for families to send their children to the main idea, Camp Agawam. And when you see the grandfathers and the fathers come to pick up their sons or to visit their sons, you're not sure who the child is because they're all just gaga in love over the place.
Main idea will always be defined with the word hope, because you can come here and you can realize your own superpowers. You can realize the work ethic you need to gain anything you want in life. Main idea isn't a place you come here and they just, oh, here, you can do this, you can do that. No, they actually want to see you for yourself, realize you can do it for yourself. They're gonna put the tools in front of you, but they're not gonna build it for you. Main idea gives people the ideals and tools to create a building, but they will never just build it for you.
Hopefully a seed is planted and they want more of the outdoors. They want more of what Agawam has. And they remember this for the rest of their lives.
What was your favorite part of the week?
My favorite part of the week is making friends and trying new things here. Windsurfing, how to make a fire, small craft, wood shop, and some other wonderful things. I'm pretty sure my dad would be really proud.
What are you the most proud of yourself for doing this week?
Trying new things and seeing how well I've matured in life. That's how I'm really proud of. I'm really proud of being me and just living.